Gummy. Hey. No. Go. Oh my god. He's so thirsty, look! I know he looks like he wants to bite me, but I'm just saying that he's thirsty.
I spend $4,000 for a snake from Hershey Exotics. Describes her as perfect. I get her and she has a spinal kink. Being a good breeder, you think there would be a concession. But nope, breeder tells me it's because she should eat more, then blocks me off all social media.
Oh, be careful. Yeah, it's a big one.
What is this rabbit doing?
Fighting the snake.
Apparently.
Or it has a bit of fur.
It literally has a bit of fur. Wow.
Let's build my new outdoor enclosure. First we have to lay the brick. Next we slide the wood in place. Wow, it's looking great so far. I'll need some help from my assistant with this next part. It's time to decorate and add the misters to keep me cool as a cucumber. I've really outdone myself this time. I wonder what's edible in this place. I'm not that. Can someone tell me where the snacks are? Come back for part 2 where we build the top screen.
Saying hi to Dad. Wow, he's really all up in your business. So what I'll do is I'll pick him up.
I want y'all to meet EJ. I stole him from my sister, and he a little bit I'm just leaving him on the floor. Okay, this EJ, and he a little bit suicidal. I stole him from my sister, and I don't know if he be running from me. Why he move so fast? Slow down. EJ, where you going? Yeah, I lost him in the car earlier. And EJ, say hey to TikTok. Tell them, look at him.
So my dad got a text from his friend that he didn't want this pet lizard anymore. He was obviously being kept in horrible conditions, so I had to say yes. He was pretty scared, but he did end up walking up to me. Huge cage upgrade. Paper towel for now, just so I can monitor him. The cage is very simple setup. Just cool hide, warm hide, humid hide. I did end up giving him calcium. I don't know what he was given before, so he can monitor himself, take what he needs. He's really cute, though. Wouldn't eat. Walked right over it. I need help with a name. Please comment.
I 3D printed a dumpster for Sandy Star, my Kenyan sand boa, and turns out she absolutely loves it. I admit I did have to forcefully put her in there in the beginning, but after that, she decided, hey, this place isn't so bad. She even tried to open the doors all by herself a few times. She was very unsuccessful, as you could see here, so I decided to open them up and see how she was doing. But she buried her face under her body and told me to go away. Oh well. However, she did find the doors all by herself one time. She spent a little time looking around, seeing if the trash was being picked up today. Luckily for her, it was not. She determined it was much safer to stay in her dumpster rather than come out and explore the cruel world, so she closed the door on me.
It's that time where I make a video telling you don't do this and explaining why. I make one of these every like a couple of months because they always pop off and they get like 5 million views, and then my measly little video who tells you don't do this will get like 2,000 views. Besides the point, I'm gonna teach you. So while this looks super cute, I totally get it. I love chameleons, baby chameleons even. I understand. However, what is actually happening is that chameleon is trying to grab onto the water and can't. That is then causing like severe stress. Imagine if you were like, this is the analogy I always use. You were in like a well or a pit or something like that, and someone hands you a rope and then like pulls it away from you. Like, how stressful and frustrating is that? Especially if you're trying to get away because you're feeling stressed or threatened. Like, bad.
Hi, big fella. How you doing, buddy? So a lot of people see videos like that and they're like, oh, well, it's because he knows you. And yes, he does know me. He knows who I am. He knows who George is. George is on the camera right now. He knows who each of us are and that we are not the same person. And so he'll treat each one of us differently based on the fact that he does know us. But the fact that he knows you doesn't mean that he's like your friend or that he's tame or that he won't bite you, because he absolutely still will. He's tried to bite me many, many times. So he knows you does not mean it is safe. People often say that as if it somehow precludes all danger. Come here. So like, he knows his name, he comes when he's called, he knows who I am, everything like that. But at the same time, just because he knows you, like, yeah, he knows me and he will still absolutely bite me. He would still absolutely eat me if I do something stupid in here. And yeah, you always want to be very, very careful. Like when I touch on the side, he's still snappy. And yeah, that is a reflex. And even if he knows it's me, he'll still bite you for it. That's the thing. If I just put my hand there and I did move out of the way, he's going to grab my hand and he's not going to be like, oh, I'm sorry. He will probably grab it and then death roll, rip it off and swallow it right in front of my face, because he's an alligator, not a Labrador, guys, okay?
This could have been very bad. Not for me. I'm fine. For Toes. Luckily we caught it just in time, but she's not going to like what's about to happen. Toes has been laying eggs for almost a year now. Some fertile, pee-pee, some not so great, like this big fat one. That's a bad egg. I recently gave her a checkup and noticed something was missing from her throat. There should be 2 white sacs, right? Zoom in a little. Right there. Here's a good throat, and here's a Toes throat. She's desperately low on calcium, and a calcium crash can be fatal if left untreated. So what we're going to do is we're going to dose her with some calcium. Some people ask if these geckos ever bite. The answer is usually no. Oh, you little trick here. I'm rubbing the edge of her mouth to get her to open up so I can get a good look under the hood. Very important not to overdose her with calcium, so I'm using 0.02 milliliters. That's it. That's just a few drops. At first she was pretty resistant. I can't imagine why this would be stressful for her, but eventually we got a nice squeeze.
Good girl. Good girl. There you go. I know, what does that taste like?
Now Toes is back on the right track, and her boyfriend is looking on smiling. He's got a little bit of an odd vibe to him, huh?
Guys, this is a little blue beauty anole, and these guys are the most beautiful anole species in the world. They're young right now, so they don't look very impressive, but as it gets older, you will start to see a lot of yellows, blues develop, and honestly, these guys can make a great pet if you tame them down. That's the male. I want to show you what the females look like because they're a little bit more distinct. And they're crazier than geckos, but they have these bands. See the little bands that they have? That is what the females look like. And now I'm going to show you what an adult looks like. So these are the parents to those babies we just showed you, and I'm about to put them back in their enclosure. We had to take them out to check for babies, but we're going to go ahead and put them back now. So this is the female here. Look how beautiful she is. She has a big chompers there ready to bite if need be. And look, you can see they kind of keep those yellow stripes, but just such a beautiful lizard. That really powdered blue on top of their head and the green and the yellow. Overall beautiful lizard. I'm gonna let her go in there. And the male, in my opinion, is even better just because I like the high yellow animals. And even though he's not, well, there he goes. Even though he's not fired up, you can still see all that yellow pattern coming through.
Okay, she has an attitude with me because I told her it's time to go back into her cage. Lose the tude. Yeah, you. Lose the Oh. Oh. You're the sassiest creature I've ever owned in my life. Yeah, you. Yeah, you, ma'am. Oh. So much attitude, and for what? Girl, it's time to go back. Come on. Come on. It's time to go back. Let's go. Lucy! Excuse me. The disobedience. It's time to go. Come on. Let's go. In the hand. In the hand. Girl. Oh, don't get a black beard with me. Excuse me. So much attitude in something so small. Stop trying to escape. You gotta go back. Go. Thank you. Lose the attitude. It's nothing personal. It was just time to go back in.